Hello, my lovelies, and we are back to another Let's Play of Game of Thrones. We are picking right up where we left off in the, what is it called? The hen house. And we have to go back to the Queen. So we have to go back to the center of King's Landing. Yeah. Why is it shaky all of a sudden? That's weird. Whatever. You never know. I don't want to go into the throne room yet. I'm gonna go sell my stuff and then I'll be back. Okay, so we are going back into the throne room to do I don't know what other than talk to Cersei. Then
You
Valar.
certainly took your time. 1 second more and I was going to see the Queen alone.
You didn't think I'd give you that pleasure, did you? We're off.
Come on, Valar.
Ah, my brave knights have returned.
Your Grace, the mission you gave me has been accomplished. Furthermore, here are the documents that you asked for.
Perfect. I note that you managed to cooperate finally. Let me see that. So that wretch is in the north. Good. Now, let us speak of you, sirs. I have had news of your hunt's progress. Your escapades throughout the city are already a source of much talk. I would have appreciated a bit more discretion.
Forgive me.
Yeah,
There were many
never the
men
Valar
standing
answers.
between
I
us
don't
and
like
our
them.
objective.
I see. I shall attribute that to your inexperience in the matter, sir. Do not let this happen again. I'd rather not have to get rid of you. But after all, this commotion revealed our enemies, did it not? Without that, I imagine that you would not have found out about this mother hen. On that subject, I heard tell that Lord Alester insisted on resolving matters peacefully at the Potters. Is this true?
Yeah, of course.
Indeed. A massacre would have been useless. I deemed that we could arrive at our ends without killing innocents.
Exactly.
I appreciate your frankness. But those Potters sheltered our enemy's accomplice. They were guilty of treason, even if indirectly. I would have liked for them to pay the price. Really,
Really
I imagine
though,
it would have
like-
been better to spare them, if only to avoid drawing too much attention to this whole affair. What matters is that our enemies have been destroyed for good.
Consider it done, Your Grace. The mother
Good
hen,
heavens,
whose
what is
true
with me
name
today?
is Godric Donnelly, will cause you no more problems.
On the other hand, you must know that the man served the hand of the king himself. If he hears of this, his reaction may be detrimental to your cause.
Do not worry, my good fellow. Lord John Arryn will learn nothing of the kind. The hand of the king is dead. I heard of it just a moment ago.
Let's not
Proof
ask,
that destiny sometimes
because
does make
that's
our
gonna
lives
look
easier.
suspicious.
Of course, if John Arryn had heard this story, he would have caused problems for us.
And, concerning River Spring, Your Grace, have you made your decision?
Not yet, sir. Your collaboration is not yet finished.
Your Grace, I had thought to fulfill my contract by eliminating the enemies of the crown.
You thought wrongly, Sir Alester. In light of the letter you brought to me, there still remains one person for you to find. The documents that you've brought me will enable us to continue our search for the young girl that you allowed to escape, Sir Valar. This information leads me to believe that she was sent north, somewhere close to Castle Black. Her name is Jayne Greystone. I want you to return her to King's Landing, dead or alive. Use whatever means you like. I care not. It is now up to you to prove how determined you are to become the future master of River Spring. Come back to me once you have taken care of the young girl. Not before. You may go.
Unfortunately for you, Alester, one of my men has already left for the wall. That is a race you will not win.
Yeah, we'll see.
Round like a fine lady, while my good master rots in the earth.
Uther Donnerly.
Well, well. Has the hungry lioness found herself a new lackey?
Are you speaking of the Queen like that? In her own palace? We are in the Red Keep, young man. You must enjoy living dangerously. What is your name?
My name is Uthor of the Vale. I was a knight under John Arryn, the Hand of the King. At least until that whore from the Westerlands killed him.
Careful. Such talk would be ill-advised.
I will say what must be said. She is a murderer and a traitor plotting against her king. I dare to say it, and it seems I am the only one here who does.
You are making some serious accusations. I hope you're aware of the gravity of your words.
My lord John Arryn was unquestionably loyal to King Robert. He argued with the Queen, and within days he fell ill and died. Was that a coincidence? I think not. And though many may have forgotten what they owe Lord Arryn, I have not.
Try to reason with him.
Such accusations would cause you much grief if they were to be heard by the wrong ears. I advise you to curb your rashness for your own good.
I swore an oath to serve John Arryn with my life. I was unable to give it to him in battle, but I can devote it to condemning his assassins. It is my duty.
Your fate is in your hands, my lord. I hope you do not live to regret it.
Should I don't wanna. I really don't wanna. I can't believe I'm gonna do this.
Sir Alester, what are you still doing here? I would have thought you'd be moving heaven and earth to find the Greystone girl.
I am, your grace. But first I must tell you of Sir Uther Donnelly's impropriety. He spoke of you in a manner that was inappropriate.
Ah, Sir Uthor, yes. A sad case of excessive loyalty. The poor boy holds me responsible for the illness of our late lamented John Arryn. I do not know what fantasy has overtaken him. I imagine that he allowed his pain to overshadow his reason. As for my bore of a husband, he pays no attention to what is said, even within his walls. He is incapable of maintaining order, or even his queen's dignity.
I find
That's
it hard
not
to
good.
believe that no one came forth to defend you, your grace.
Oh, of course, Sir Valar immediately offered to silence him in the most violent manner. But I do not wish to see the young man hurt for such a trifling thing.
Okay.
My queen, with your permission, I wish to attend to the matter of Sir Uther Donnelly.
You think that you might be more diplomatic than your half-brother? Yes, I suppose so. The Hand of the King was very much loved by his people, and our differences were well known about court. It would be unwise for me to be too severe towards Sir Uthor. That would simply lend credence to his foolish words.
I should be able to find a more elegant solution. Sir Uther might find it in his best interest to humble himself, perhaps even publicly.
Really? You intrigue me. Go ahead, Sir Alester.
Okay. So, I guess we're not gonna get him killed. I hope.
So, knight. No doubt you come back to carry out vile deeds for that whore you kneel to.
Yeah, he has to.
You have been warned, Sir Uther. I cannot allow you to utter such nonsense. Leave now or be prepared to defend your accusations with steel.
I intend to do so, but I wouldn't be the first to draw my sword within these walls. If the lioness wants my blood, do me the pleasure and come take it. The entire court will know what she does to men of virtue who oppose her. Look how Jon Arryn fared.
Ugh. Low blow.
Such devotion to the memory of a dead man. It's truly touching. Although many might question what is behind such ardent loyalty.
What do you mean by that?
Come now, Sir Uther. I am no longer young. You and I both know what kind of relations develop between a knight so authoritative and so strong, and his squire, so ready to please.
Slanderous cur! You insult me! You insult my lord!
My poor boy. Already the question is on every tongue. Your despair is so poignant that it has piqued the interest of the court. But after all, it is not so serious a thing. You wouldn't be the first to service his master thus, and you won't be the last.
I will not tolerate your filth any longer. On your guard.
So we are gonna have to kill him. I didn't want to have to do that. I really didn't want to have to do that. But we have to be faithful to Queen Cersei. As much as I hate the idea. Oh my.
That firebrand didn't want to hear a thing. May the master take pity on him.
Oh joy.
Ah, here is my valiant knight. I thought I had made it very clear, Sir Alester. Violence was out of the question. I am starting to think that all Sarwicks are bloodthirsty brutes. I am the one who will be blamed for your excesses.
My deepest apologies, Your Grace. I had no other choice.
I think it is time for you to go carry out your task. Bring that girl back to me, and don't disappoint me again.
Was there a way to
Very well,
avoid
Your
killing
Grace.
him? Because, I mean, other than, you know, actually not going back to the Queen about it. I wonder. Who's this dude?
Sir Alester Sarwick, if I could have a word with you for a moment.
Who am I speaking with?
I am Lord Arwood Halton, Master of Castlewood. Your family and mine have long been friends.
Yes, I have heard tell of the Haltons of Castlewood. What can I do for you?
I've heard rumors that you've had difficulty finding your brother, Gawain. Did you get the help you had hoped for from the Queen?
More or less.
Sort
I am
of, yeah.
surprised that it is public knowledge. The Queen doesn't seem inclined to flaunt her arrangements.
You will quickly find that it is difficult to keep secrets inside the Red Keep. There are far too many
That
inquiring
it
ears
is.
about. On that subject, what say you to moving this conversation elsewhere? I have a residence in the city. We may speak freely there. I have vital information regarding your brother.
Do you know? Okay, we're back with Mors. And the Night's Watch. And poor Jayne.
At the least, Castle Black is safe again after we took care of Godric's hirelings. Bertie could have turned some of our brothers, Jaw. And we still don't know which ones.
Adam Flowers is responsible for leading the investigation and flushing out any traitors amongst them.
A witch hunt. No good will come of that.
I dislike this situation as much as you do, Mors, but we have no choice. I trust Adam. He will use discretion and wisdom. Just ask him if you need to know what the status is.
Very well. And what of the imposter?
John Arryn's death, the arrival of this girl, and the men from the south. These can't be coincidences.
They're not.
In my opinion, the imposter is nothing but a pawn. Everything leads me to believe that he works for someone more important. But we won't let them get away with it. The Night's Watch will hunt him down and make him pay.
Yeah, we technically can't.
Unfortunately, our power is limited to the gift. The law is clear. The Night's Watch must stay out of the realm's affairs. Otherwise, we ourselves will be considered traitors to the crown.
We don't want that.
Rest assured, Mors. I don't intend to be known as the Lord Commander who led the Night's Watch to its ruin. We will
That's
stay
good.
out of Westeros politics. We just need to settle our own affairs. Someone brought us into this by sending these mercenaries to our territory and corrupting our sworn brothers. We must be cautious. One misstep, and Castle Black could pay dearly. But the message must be clear. No one attacks us without paying the price.
That's
Mors,
right.
I need you to follow their trail. Thus, I am naming you as a recruiter of the Night's Watch.
Oh.
In this capacity, you will be able to leave the gift and act freely. This letter, bearing my seal, will prove your good faith to those who might doubt your word. Your
That's
mission
good.
will be to find the guilty parties and punish them in our name.
Hunt down and eliminate. Understood. What do you
Yep,
plan
we
to
got
do
it.
with the girl?
Perhaps I can go with Sir Mors on his journey. The north does not seem as safe to me as it once was.
I agree. Besides, since you're the one the impostor is after, and he knows where to find you, you are no longer safe here.
The Lord Commander is right. John Arryn entrusted this mission to me. I will not fail his memory.
Patrick will accompany you to the border of the gift. He has already proven his loyalty. As for me, I will put together an escort of our most trustworthy men. They will meet you near Molestown. Mors, you might cross paths with Sir Godric's impostor and his men. Be alert.
I have every intention of crossing paths with him. The two of us have a matter to settle.
May the old gods
Yes, we
speed
do.
you. The perils of the Seven Kingdoms are as dangerous to a sworn brother's body as they are to his soul.
That's
But I
not
have faith.
comforting at all, Gior.
Succeed.
Well then, let us get Patrick. He must be downstairs.
I'm with you.
Patrick, we're leaving for Molestown, and I need someone I can trust. You're coming with me.
You want to go back? There will still be enemies there.
Exactly.
Yep.
I need to know who
That's
sent
why we
them.
want you with us,
The
because you're a
moment my
badass.
only lead to find that out is the imposter. I'll find the rat and get him to talk. And I'll be sure to rid the gift of that traitor and all his henchmen.
Very well. Give me time to get my things and I'll come with you.
Sir Westford? Isn't it risky for me to go back there with you? After all, it's me that the men are after.
As long as you're with me, you'll be fine. Trust me, lass. I won't let anyone lay a finger on you.
Very well. I left my belongings with Sybil when we left Mole's town. If I can, I should like to get them before we leave the north.
We'll be passing there anyway. As soon as we get the chance, we can go to your room.
Thank you.
All is well. I'm ready.
Let us go then.
Oh. I see. Okay, hold the phone.
Who do those lords from the south think they are?
Aha.
Adam, the Lord Commander told me that you could need help with your inquiry.
That's right. Another bloody chore for me. That'll teach me to be the smart one amongst our brothers.
This is serious, Flowers. Some of our brothers betrayed their oath and tried to kill me.
I know full well how serious this is, but I've never had to sort out a problem like this. I don't know if I'll be able to do it.
What
Well,
do you
you
have to
better
go
be able
on at
to.
the moment?
I've examined your 3 victims, Theomar, Dick, and Vaon. Those 3 were messed up all right, but each of them had received 20 silver stags for their betrayal. There's little doubt that such a sum came from Donnelly.
That's highly likely. Any clues as to who else might have accepted the offer?
The only way of knowing would be to question every brother who might have met our visitors while they were staying at Castle Black.
I shall have to talk to them all then. And maybe my hound can find an interesting trail. What else can you tell me?
I believe I've identified all the suspects. We've gathered them all here and blocked off all means of access. I thought we could leave them all to stew a bit, just to see what happens.
Adam, what can you tell me about our crippled crows?
The traitors we're looking for at Castle Black are brothers who will have had direct dealings with Donnelly, and were prepared to betray their oath for gold. First of all, there's Jonas. He's always had a flair for shady dealings. He's drawn to strangers and their gold, like a moth to a flame. I'm sure he's made a deal or two with our visitors one way or another. He's the one who worries me the most. More surprisingly, there's Grants. The old man spent quite a lot of time with our visitors. I've learned that one of your rangers, Bartram, had been up to no good with these strangers. I've summoned him along with the others. Lastly, we have the inseparable Arthur and Trebor.
Okay.
Arthur is the smarter of the two, and has always taken care of his friend, as you probably know already.
Anyone else?
We're missing one final suspect. Domeric disappeared from Castle Black. We think he's already fled. He probably found out everything that was going on before you wrote your report. What's strange to me is that there are no horses missing from the stables.
He'll be caught
That's
with ease
weird.
by our rangers, or by House Stark if need be. I will try to separate the wheat from the chaff amongst those we have already.
I'm glad I can count on you, Mors. I've never had to handle such a delicate business. I hear many rumors of your ability to see and hear things without being caught. If you can use this gift to help me, I'd be much indebted to you.
Okay, so we have to use... We have to use the dog, right?
That's right. Go and tell them. Why should we give a damn what they think? Anyway, they'll only be here for a few days.
Let me see the other side of the table. No, I was closer on the other side. Maybe that's the one above me. Whoopsie.
I really don't know how you're doing it, Jonas. Strangers come and go, and there you are with so much coin even your shit is flecked with gold. How do you do it?
Shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you. I've done nothing wrong. Stop drawing attention to me, will you?
Relax, it's of no consequence to me anyway. I don't want to get involved.
The last time someone stuck their nose into my affairs, I ended up swearing the oath of the Night's Watch.
So you're not happy with what's come of that? All these good friends?
I should have kept my mouth shut. Mormont assigned me to 2 more guard watches on top of the wall. But I would have liked to see those meddling Southrons die.
Yes, it was a great event. Wonderful. Tastes so good. Just a few more hours and it'll be perfect. Juicy, moist, melts in the mouth.
Well, let's see. We're gonna go back up. Actually, we'll do that.
Good day to you, Mors. You wouldn't by any chance have some work for me there in your pouch?
Do I have some such?
I haven't forgotten you, Walter.
Show me.
This should interest you.
It would seem this is the mother. Blessed may she be. I will restore all her soft beauty, believe me. She has always been my favorite.
In memory of your woman?
In memory of all women. No man will ever be able to understand their suffering, nor will they ever love like a mother loves her child.
Does this mean we gotta go confront that dude? Over here?
That's right. Go and tell them. Why should we give a damn what they think? Anyway, they'll only be here for a few days.
There we go.
You've really made a name for yourself recently, Butcher. No good comes from coming up against you.
Look, it's the king of the wagers. How are you faring, you old wineskin?
I can't complain. I'm doing much better than lots of young lads I've seen recently. I've been around too long to be seduced like they were. The hells can wait a while longer for me.
I'm sure you'd be quite capable of haggling with the stranger when he comes to take you away.
Indeed. Anything I can do for you?
You know all the dealings that go on around here. Have you seen anything suspicious lately?
Trebor is even more on edge than usual. He spends his time whispering with Arthur. I don't like it.
Trebor is a simple half-wit. Maybe he's been manipulated by someone. It wouldn't be the first time. Anything else?
Well, I'm not sure of this, but Grants came to see me earlier. He wanted a place in the next game, but I refused because he's up to his eyeballs in debt.
And he paid off his debts just like that, in one go. Years of debt settled all at once.
I think he owes me an explanation.
All the same, don't go too hard on him. He's had a tough time for longer than all of us put together.
Those lords from the south are dressed in the sigil of House Aaron. Their lord is a friend of the Night's Watch. He has done a lot for us.
Okay, if I could walk straight, please.
For you. I found it. It's mine. Go and find your own, you.
So where's this dude? I was supposed to be talking to?
Wonderful. It tastes so good.
Oh, I saw something. Yeah.
Last time I lost some skin when I removed my glove.
No. Grants. There we go. There's one of them.
Grant's old friend.
I'm not going to take off to
How long have
Molestown
you
yet
been at
because
the
that's going to be a
war,
really
man?
long
My boy,
thing.
you'd be better off asking me if I've ever lived anywhere else.
I actually came to ask you something else.
I'd bet a night in a whorehouse that you've come to talk about treason, Mors. I've already spoken to Adam. He's a good lad. A shame he's so serious. What can a wrinkled old man do to help you, my boy?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me about your debts?
Is that bastard Jonas still asking for coin? I paid it all back to him, I swear.
That's the problem. Everyone knows you can't stop gambling, and you have the least credit in the entire castle. How could you hope to pay off that much without anyone noticing?
I didn't think it would get out of hand, Mors. You have to believe me.
That's all I ask, old man.
It's true that he gave me some gold, but he didn't ask me to do anything wrong. We talked about this and that, and about what life was like here. He later asked me about his other sworn brothers. He got me to talk about you as well. I told him about how you ended up at the wall.
What did he want?
I don't know. He seemed a bit disappointed with your story. Yet I usually tell it so well.
Did you talk about anyone else?
A little about Theomar, and of course that sly fox Jonas as well. And then about one of your rangers, Bartram, I think. I thought he just wanted to spend time in the warmth, talking with good old grubs.
Yeah, don't bring it up.
My lips are sealed. I'm counting on you to never be led astray.
Believe me, lad, you'll have no more complaints about me. You have my deepest thanks.
I feel like I don't think he's gonna cause problems. Walk straight, please.
I'm telling you, calm down.
There we go.
Shut your mouth.
Come now, you two. I can see you're choking on something big. Spit it out.
Ignore Trevor. He's just had too much to drink.
It seems to me that he's been at something other than the wine.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Mors on this one.
He hasn't been enticed by some southern gold by any chance, has he?
What? You piece of shit. Do you want to end up like that other one?
I told you to keep your bloody mouth shut.
What other
That
one?
was too easy. Finish your story or face the consequences.
It was an accident, all right?
That'll be for me to decide. Continue.
Domeric came to see us, just after our visitors turned up. His pockets were well lined. He tried to get us to join Sir Donnelly. He told us they needed some proper swordsmen.
That treacherous bastard. I taught him a lesson.
Trevor is hot-headed, but he's a good lad. He just wanted to show that disloyal shit where he could shove his offer. That bloody fool Domeric tried to defend himself, and things got out of hand. It all got nasty after that. Before we could explain the situation to Mormont, you came back from your mission, and there was total chaos. We thought it better to stay quiet and pretend it never happened. We hid his body in the snow, in the old outbuildings. I swear, we would have tried to tell you as soon as everything had calmed down.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's up
my
to
decision
Mormont.
to make. I have to turn you into flowers.
No, I don't want that again.
Calm yourself, Trevor. Calm yourself. There's naught else we can do now. He was condemned to the wall for defending his sister against a knight. And now he will be condemned for defending the honor of our brotherhood? Please, Mors. Don't do it. He'll never get over this.
I have to.
I've made my decision. You will be judged.
You bastard. You've a heart of stone.
What will they do to me? Don't leave me, Arthur. I told you we needed to tell them.
But I can't stay calm. We need to talk about it.
We can't. I've told you. By the 7th, trust me.
Okay.
Bartram, we need to talk.
Mors, that black-hearted Flowers is accusing me of treason again.
Yeah,
Several brothers spent time with Donnelly and his men when they were here.
Aye. I heard about Theomar and his two friends, those half-witted brothers. What idiots. I wonder where they were hoping to flee.
Because Godric didn't offer you anything?
He didn't. I didn't even speak to that knight. I can't abide arrogant men like that. If I wanted to dishonor myself, I wouldn't be so stupid as to do it so close to Castle Black. And where would I go? South?
You're a good ranger. Always vigilant.
Thank you for the compliment. But I owe everything to you.
Can you tell me anything about the other suspects?
You mean apart from Trevor seeming even more on edge than usual? He's usually quite the nervous man, but he's become damn dangerous. Something's not right, if you ask me.
I will look into that. Anything else to add?
Jonas seems to be having a run of luck recently. He gave credit to several brothers, which is unlike him.
I will see if all this leads to anything.
Okay. So we've got some interesting stuff going on in here.
He's done a lot for us. But then they are knights. You're just a poacher. What exactly were you hoping? I was a poacher. Now I'm a sworn brother of the Night Watch. Why should we give a damn what they think? Anyway.
Let's see if there's anything else up here we need to do. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to pick up all these little quests and our main quest in the next episode. So if you guys are liking Game of Thrones, hit the like button down below and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. That being said, this is TigerLily, the gamer girl. Bye, my lovelies.